Hello everyone, this is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and it's that time again for our soul weather forecast. This is a general message, it's timeless, so when you find it, there might be something meant for you in this message. So I'm trying to calm myself down. I actually pulled, I did my 12/12 portal reading, filmed that right before this, and oh my gosh, so much inspiration, so much insight, so much good hearty juiciness in that reading. So I really hope that you'll check that out. Because I'm gonna actually release that tomorrow. I filmed it this morning because of what's going on in my life, but I was inspired when I got up this morning to film it this morning, so I wanted to capture that energy that was coming through, that transmission that was coming through. But I will be releasing that tomorrow, and which is why today we're doing the soul weather forecast. So this is going to change the energy just a little bit. I was moved to use a little bit different decks for this reading as opposed to that one. So, because I felt like this energy shift, which is why I kind of needed to take a little bit of a break, because that reading is really the overarching, like really high, like overarching energy. That is actually, and I know the reason I was pulled that message before this one is because that all that energy for the 12/12 portal, the new moon in Sagittarius, the Mercury retrograde, all of that has an effect on us this week, and so it has effect on the energy this week. So it's going to be an interesting because I need to keep all of that in mind as I'm doing this reading here. So we have 28 season of change. And I flow into change with ease and grace. Okay, so this is because I hope you all will watch that 12/12 portal message, because it's not going to be, it really is going to, it's calling for us to take a new perspective on life, to really see things through in a new, different way than maybe we're used to. And so that's gonna, that will cause some shifts and changes if you actually take it upon yourself to look at things from the perspective that was kind of guided in the 12/12 message. It really can cause some ruffles to occur in your life, which, so as long as you, again, because that was all about hope and positivity, looking at things from a very more positive viewpoint. And so, that might be hard for some people. So that might, that it really is saying that it can be easy, to be easy on yourself, to be easy on others that might be experiencing and going through some stuff right now. But there are some things changing for all of us. I really feel that a lot of us in some area of our life have been transitioning. Things have been changing. There's definitely big changes happening in each of our lives right now, in some area of our lives, whether it's moving to a new location, starting a new job, entering a new relationship, or just, maybe maybe a loved one has passed on, and so that's caused, there's this, like these, it's like big momentum moments. Maybe you just got married, so it really, or just had a baby. I know lots of people that have, there's been a lot of big changes. Like, I feel like everybody right now has been in the, in the real recent past, and like currently are going through some kind of big change in their life, in some area of their life. And so this is talking about whatever that change is for you, whatever is happening, to go in, to be easy on yourself, to take it easy, to forgive yourself if you know, because those transitionary periods are not easy. You know, change is not easy, and for some it's even harder than others. You know, some people are can be flexible and adaptable, and some people it's harder for others. So it's kind of having compassion and grace for and kindness for ourselves and for others right now, as all these big changes are occurring, not only on a global scale but also on a personal scale. Everything's a-okay. Okay, that's what I got off of that emoji card. Everything is a-okay. I did want to pull an essential oil card. Okay. So, oh, that is so interesting. So that's a confirmation, definitely, that's tying this to that 12-12. Interesting enough, it's tying it directly to that 12-12 portal reading that I did this morning. And you will, if you watch it, you will know why, because I stumbled over this word trying to get it out without the word sovereign. See, I stumbled over it. I'm still stumbling over it. Sovereignty. Okay. This is, you know, this is part of the message of this portal. And so if you want to know more about that, definitely check out that 12-12 reading. But this is Lemon Eucalyptus. This is the Essential Oracles deck. By the way, this is the Inner Child Oracle deck. So we have trigger statement. What will they think? Okay, so this is talking about this change, you know, of being hard on yourself. You may be making some changes in your life that others may not agree with. And so I like that this has this as a trigger statement, is what will they think? And then, oh, look at that. I navigate through my life with ease. This is absolutely tying into this, you know, I flow into change with ease and grace. I navigate through life with ease. These are tying together. Look at the colors are even similar there. Beautiful. Now you must claim your energetic independence. Cut the cords to lower vibrations. It is time to ascend. And oh my gosh, if you want to know more, I'm telling you, like, seriously, I really, really highly recommend watching that 12-12 reading that I did. When I publish that tomorrow, please be on the lookout for it. If you're not subscribed and don't have that notification bell hit, you might want to, so that you know when I upload that 12-12 reading gets published live out there for you guys to watch it. Because I'm telling you that I was emotional at the end of that reading. It was the energy was so strong and so intense. It was crazy. So, and this is really tying into that, and it should, because it's the energy, the influencing energy we're under this week, so it should impact it. But this is where that was talking about, you know, the perspective and how you should view things, like going into this energy, where you should be out at mentally, and how you should be perceiving and looking at things. That's kind of where that reading focused on. This is focusing more on if you do that, if you embrace all the things in that video, you know, that were discussed and talked about in that video, then you're going to understand that, yeah, grace and ease is something you definitely are going to need through this transition, because there's some crazy stuff. But I love with the trigger statement, what will they think? Because a lot of times we do that. We hold ourselves back, and we keep ourselves from truly being independent, because we worry about what others will think of the decisions that we're making. We let others dictate. It's kind of a form of letting others control you, because if you're worried about what other people think of the choices and the actions and the way you move in the world, then they have a sense of control over you. You're allowing them to control your life in some way, because now they have a say, because you're worried about what they think we're impressing them, or how they'll feel, you know, that yes, we want to be compassionate. Yes, we don't want to always rock the boat, but we also have to do what's best for us. So it's called, you know, we have to help people the people in our lives understand that we have to do what is best for us, that we understand that they may not agree with us. We understand that they are saying the things that they're saying because they love us, they care for us, but they also have to understand that they have to allow us, there has to be that true unconditional love for us, which means I respect your decisions. I love you no matter what you do or say, because you need to be you. I respect who you want to be. And that's what is really, I feel like what we need to really be changing is it's been coming through really strongly, where we love conditionally, where we allow others to love us conditionally, where we have trapped ourselves, we have let others trap us because they love us conditionally. And so it's putting up these healthy boundaries in a sense, to not in a mean way, not in a, like cut you off, some people may need that, but it's doing it from a place of love and compassion, of saying, I love you, I respect you, but you also need to love and respect who I am as well. I have to you have to trust in me, and trust that I know what is best for me, okay? And what is best for me may not be what's best for you. And it's okay that we are different. It's okay that how you see the world and how you choose to live in the world is great and okay for you, but it's not okay for me. I am not you, okay? So this is why we need to not worry about what other people think. We need to not, really let others control us in that way, like control our decisions, control how we choose to live. We can't let them have an effect on that. We can listen to them. We definitely can listen to others. We can listen to their advice. We can listen to what they have to say, but it still falls on us to make the decisions that are best for us, that are for our own highest good, because they are not us and we are not them. We are all unique and we're all different people, and what's right for them may not be right for us. We definitely can respect their opinions. We definitely can listen to what they have to say. But at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you, not what's best for them. Okay? So that's what I feel like. This is the ease and grace, the compassion that's coming through in this message. Is it's talking about that it may not be easy, because you may hurt some people along the way by doing what's best for you. Whatever's shifting and changing in your world right now, it's happening for a reason, because it's what's for your highest good, especially if you've been following the energies and been following the readings and kind of where things have been going, that it is really talking about, really getting in tune with our heart and letting our hearts and our soul lead us to where we're supposed to be right now. Which means, that our heart and soul is not somebody else's heart and soul. We're all different, and our journey is different from other people's journey. So we have to listen to our heart. We have to listen to our soul. We have to let it lead us to where we're meant to be, what the experiences we're meant to experience, what we're here to do, our true life's purpose on this planet. That's what it's calling for right now. So it's that is this going with the flow of things. And I think this talked about flow. Yeah, flow into change. It's letting the universe guide, letting our intuition, our heart, our soul guide us, and trusting in that it's leading us to the place we need to be, that's for our highest good, whatever's coming up. And it's really calling for not letting others not worrying about what others think. Whatever you're being inspired to do, whatever moves that your heart and soul is calling you to do, changes your heart and soul are calling you to make in your life right now, listen to it, regardless of what people think, regardless of what people say. Don't worry about what they think. You have to do what's best and right for you. You can't always worry about making everyone else happy all the time, because when you do that, you're compromising yourself. You're compromising what your needs are, what your desires are, where you're supposed to be. You're letting others hold you back from your biggest, truest, highest potential. So keep that in mind. And if someone truly, truly loves you, if they truly love and respect you, they will love you regardless of what you do, regardless of what decisions you make, regardless of your actions. They will still love you because they love you regardless. There's no conditions on that. There's you can, you should be able, they will stay with you no matter what decisions you make. The people that will stay by your side regardless of the decisions you make and how it impacts their life, if they still are there for you, they still support you, they are loving you unconditionally. And those are the people you want to keep in your life. Those are the people that are your tribe. Those are the people that really are giving you their support. And those are the people that you want to surround yourself with, because those are the people that love you unconditionally, that love you no matter what you do. There isn't anything that you say or do that will change the fact that they're still there for you, that they still care for you, that they still love you, that if you needed them, push came to shove, regardless of how you treated them, regardless of what you said to them, they're still going to be there for you because they love you unconditionally. And that is what we need to find right now, is really look at your relationships in your life. Look at your relationships. Who in your world, and if you don't have people in your world that you know are do or die for you, that would, regardless, like, they support you no matter what you decide to do or how you decide to treat them. If you don't have those type of people around you that are willing to forgive you if you treat really just, hey, I love you regardless of your actions. If you don't have those people, then, you probably want to think about going out and searching for those type of people, or sit and think about the people that did treat you that way and try and reconnect with them. You think about how, especially during this time with the Mercury retrograde, because Mercury retrograde is always looking back at the past and maybe wanting to redo something differently, looking at things that maybe you didn't do in the best way, or even reconnecting with people that, that did treat you right, that were there for you, understanding and seeing that value in people and really appreciating it. That kind of is coming through. So if you aren't already surrounded by those people, but it's calling for us to surround ourselves at this time with those people, with people like that in our lives. I think what I want to do, these are going to be the 3 main cards, but do I want to use a different deck? I'm feeling I need to pull more cards here, but I'm not sure what deck I want to use to pull more cards from. Spirit, can you help me here? Help me here. I think I'm going to use, I'm going to use the Lightseers. I'm going to use the Lightseers deck here. Okay. So give me 5. I want to pull 5 cards. I'm being told 5. So 5 cards here. I think there might be too many. Okay. It definitely wants those 2, not those. Okay. Definitely wants those 2. That one too. Okay. Two of Cups, another confirmation that's coming through. Empress. This is interesting. Okay, I'm seeing the dynamic. Thank you, Spirit. One more card, please. Okay, yeah. Get it. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. So up here we have the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Coins. I love this progression, and I love the fact, okay, so this is talking about abundance. Okay, this is talking about, interesting enough, we're going from this energy of lack. You know, this is this past, if you watch the 12-12 reading, going from a pessimistic attitude to an optimistic attitude, okay? Because when we're in this Five of Pentacles energy, we're usually feeling sorry for ourselves about something. We're feeling down, we're feeling doubt, we're feeling left out in the cold. And usually we put ourselves there, you know. We're usually, we are beating ourselves up. Okay, this is you know, the epitome, the Five of Pentacles kind of is the epitome of someone that's feeling sorry for themselves in some way. Okay, so this is, you know, feeling down on life, feeling like woe is me kind of attitude. But then when we start to come out of that energy and we start to give to the things around us, you know, because look at this, you know, she's giving these pentacles to these insects. So, you know, when we come out of this pessimistic attitude and we start giving of ourselves, you know, we start feeding into things, we start sharing and giving to things, you know, we can become, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is the most abundant queen in the deck. And the only upgrade to this, of course, is the Empress, which the Empress embodies all the queens, you know, and the Empress is a very it embodies the divine feminine energy, which if you've watched tarot readings, then most of you know that we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. It's the yin and the yang. It's that we want to find the harmony and balance, because it's that give and take. This is the give and take between us of sometimes we're passive and sometimes we're active. It's active versus passive energy. So if you think about it from that dynamic, that's the difference between masculine and feminine energy is passive and active. Masculine is more active, feminine is more passive. Okay, so that's basically what it is. That's the difference if you weren't aware. But this is really talking about being in a more receptive energy, because there's a lot of feminine energy that's coming through in this reading, in a way here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. And it also talks about flowing with ease and grace. And that's something that the Empress does. That's something that, you know, abundant people know how to navigate things with ease and grace, with compassion and kindness. They know how to, you know, give of themselves. You know, you can't get to this abundant state if you're in this kind of energy, if you're in this, woe is me, lack mentality. You're not doing things, you know, you're not taking, you're manifesting the wrong types of things into your life, because you're manifesting lack instead of manifesting prosperity, you know, or abundance. These are completely opposing energies. You can't have abundance, you can't have prosperity if you're in a mentality of lack. So to get out of that, you know, we have this transition. This is talking about balance. This is talking about giving. It's talking about, you know, sharing, giving of yourself, you know, to balance out that energy. This is definitely a card of more of giving, because I mean, look at, she's giving, you know, she's giving something to these people. She's giving, and through that giving, that sharing of her energy, you know, and not keeping it to herself, or not, you know, when you're in this kind of Five of Pentacles energy, you're not sharing yourself with anyone. You're enclosed. It's like, you know, the Four of Pentacles is about someone that's holding back, you know. and then when you're holding back, you're closed off, and then when this is, still that Five of Pentacles. It's like, um, you're it's more that mental of I can't. It's like I doubt, I can't, kind of energy. So you're still not giving to something. You're not putting yourself out there. You're still in a way closed off. It's when I love how this is escalating into the Six of Pentacles, because then it's that the next card after the Six of Pentacles is the Seven of Pentacles, because we're investing. This is, you start to plant those seeds. You're starting to give to something that's going to grow, that's going to become prosperous, that's going to become abundant. But it has to start with you. It has to start with you sharing your energy, starting to plant the seeds that will lead toward abundance. And then this is really, I'm getting with the Seven of Swords, this is tying very strongly to this Five of Pentacles. It's, this crow is squawking. I feel like this is like, maybe you might be the squeaky wheel right now. You might be telling yourself that this is, to me right now, it's really coming through as a self-sabotaging energy where, this can be an avoidant, wanting to avoid looking at something, wanting to avoid changing something, wanting to avoid what needs to be done for whatever reason. That's what it's getting to me with this guy sneaking away. It's like the universe, I almost feel like the universe is this crow, because, if you think about like Odin and some of the other gods and stuff, they like to use crows as, someone that heralds change, that is trying to speak some, like, wake up, get your attention. That's what crows usually signify, is there something that, the universe is trying to get your attention. It's like an omen of sorts, that there's it's like destiny knocking on your door saying something needs to change. But this guy's sneaking away. He doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to listen to what's being told. He's wanting to avoid it. This is the epitome of somebody that is definitely not in their high priestess energy. That's not using their hierophant high priestess into it. They're trying to avoid change. They're trying to avoid what needs to be done, the work that needs to be done. They don't want to listen, because that means that it's going to be hard work. So that's the epitome. This is like the opposite of this energy right here, because this is somebody that is fighting the change instead of embracing it and flowing with it with ease and grace. So this is why it's coming here in this reading, is saying, this is saying we want to be in this energy, not this energy. We want to be in this energy, not this energy. Okay. So it's talking about, like, again, we go back to the sovereignty card, that, it's time for you to claim your energetic independence. It's time for you to stand up for yourself, and cut the cords to lower vibrations. It's time to ascend. It's time to get out of these energies. Get out. This is a time during this portal, through the new moon, Mercury retrograde, getting ready to go in the winter solstice. It is really talking about cutting ties with this type of energy, with lower vibrational energy, so that you can really feel the abundance, have this victory, have this success, have this abundance that you're meant to have, to find partnerships that are built on unconditional love. Okay, we talked about that, finding partnerships, being in partner. This is any kind of partnership in your life, finding, seeking out, gathering the people and things around you that love you unconditionally, that are there for you, that support you. And that can be a company, it can be a job, it can be a community. You know, it can be a partner, a spouse, it can be loved ones. It's finding your tribe. You know, this is what it's really telling me, this Two of Cups, and that's kind of what it told me in the 12-12 reading I did, is this Two of Cups really signifies finding those partnerships that build us up, that inspire us, that empower us, that the people and places and things that lift us up and help keep us in, help us ascend, help us move out of those lower vibrational energies toward, we want to cut the ties to anyone that brings us down. Anyone, any place where you feel the need, that you're worried about what someone else will think, those are not your people. If anyone comes to mind that when you sit there and say, oh my gosh, they're gonna be upset with me for this, if you say those words or you think those words to yourself, that you know there's some, if there's people in your life that you cannot share things with because you don't know how they'll react to them, they may not be your people. Now, they could still react, but will they come back around? The key is, will they still, they may be upset at first, but will they calm down and still be there for you? Okay? Because everybody, you know, everybody has that initial, like, I don't care who you are, for the most part, most people, you know, things, when somebody changes something in their life and they're connected to someone, it does affect everyone, you know, it does affect you. So like, say for instance, you know, my friend gets married, you know, and then my friend is now doing everything with their spouse, you know, so their wife, their spouse, whatever, now they don't have the time for me. But at first that can be a little bit hurtful, but I'm still happy for them, and I still want, you know, even though it may take me a minute to adjust, even though, you know, I'm grieving the loss of that time that I get to spend with them, I'm still there for them. I still support them. So that's what, I don't want you to get confused by that, in the sense that I want you to understand that the people that, even though they might get upset at first, if at the end of the day, after everything is said and done, no matter what choices you make, if those people are still showing up for you, they are still there for you, they are still supporting you, at the end of the day, regardless of the choices that you make, those are your people. Those are the people, even if in the moment they might be a little bit upset with the decision you make, but ultimately, if they come around and they support you, they're still, after that initial upset, the loss, that feeling of loss or change is, you know, they overcome that. If they're still there for you, if they're still supporting you, and they, you know, those are your people, because that means they love you unconditionally, that, you know, that they're still there for you regardless of the choices and changes that you make in your life. Those are the people that you want to stay in contact with, you want to have in your life. Because I feel like with the Ace of Wands, it's really calling, with the Sovereignty card, it's really talking about, we have changes coming in for all of us. There's big changes, and it's going after what is right for us. This is our inner passion, our inner desire. This is where our heart and soul is leading us. This is that, you know, that this is really the, you know, similar to the High Priestess, because it's using your intuition. This is the third eye. That's the fire. It's the fire in the belly, you know, to have a passionate new beginning, to really be led and inspired. This is inspiring right here. This is inspiring energy. It's something that's inspiring you, empowering you to do something, to take action, to make your life better in some way, is what I really feel like. So I don't have any idea exactly what I'm going to call this video, but what I'm going to label it. So thank you so much if you watched this video. I hope it resonated. I hope you got something out of it. If it did, thank you. Hit the comment button down below and let me know some kind of message to know it resonated with you. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll do that. And I really hope that most of you, if you watch this video, that you will watch the 12-12 reading. I'm telling you that 12/12 reading was lit. Oh my gosh, it has so much in it. I really, really recommend watching it. So thank you so much. I wish you the very best this week. Much harmony and gratitude to you.